Day 1D of the main event. We are getting ready to get set up. We're in the beautiful Horseshoe Ballroom here. I've looked at my table, and so far it's a pretty good table draw. No real experienced players. Last year I had James Chen and Patrick Leonard at my table. Had about 20 million in earnings between the two. Probably get started here in just a little bit. Super excited. Just wanted to run through some numbers. Back during COVID, I started studying poker. My biggest problem back then was I really didn't know what to do. So you hear people say GTO's crap, but GTO does one great thing. If you study it, it lets you see what the correct move is. So starting in 2022, I started tracking, and you can see I've got spreadsheets of all my tournament entries, my caches, and we'll just run through some numbers. So over that time, coming into this week, I've played 236 tournaments with 60 caches. Puts my cash rate at 25%. Got an ROI of about 16.7 during these 5 years. It makes me, above probably 80% of the poker players out there, because most poker players are not winning. But I track by buy-in, by type game, just to have all the statistics, because if you're not tracking it, how can you truly tell what you're doing? Because the losses hurt and feel way worse, and then the wins feel great, and it's really tough to put an objective look into that. So I started in 22 when I started taking it seriously with my studying. Really spent a lot of time before they banned phones and solvers, looking at the push shoves, around 20 big blinds, 10 to 20 big blinds, which happens a lot at the end of tournaments. I'm kind of focused on making sure that I'm putting myself in a position to win, which means you have to lose more often to win more often. So if we look at, if we look at caches, so I've had 22 final tables. Out of those 60, I reached the top 10%, 19.5% of the time, the top 5, 10%, the top 3%, 6% of the time, the top 2, 4.7, and the top 1, 2.5. So I'm outperforming just standard statistics by 2.5%. What looking at percentage does is allow for field size. So you play a 40-person tournament, it's way easier to get to the final table, but you can't get to the top 1% because there is no 1% at 40 people. Now you play a 10,000 person tournament, that 1% is a big difference than when you play that 40 tournament. So you get the top 100 and the 1%. So we really look at it to evaluate where we're at, how we're performing by buy-ins. But we're super excited. I think 3 days here acclimating to the sleep was a great idea. I played a few tournaments to get the rust off. I did the tour or the T-Rose yesterday because I really enjoy mixed games. But we're here to grind today, so we'll keep you updated, and good luck us. Thanks for following along.